Ethan Carter and Lucas Miller had been friends since freshman year of college, bonded by late-night debates, cheap coffee, and a shared disbelief in the supernatural. So when a drunken argument at a house party turned into a reckless bet, neither of them hesitated. The bet was simple and stupid. Spend one full night inside the abandoned Hollow Creek Hotel, a crumbling structure on the outskirts of town, infamous for whispers of disappearances and ghost sightings. Locals claim the hotel was cursed, that people who entered after midnight never truly came back the same. Ethan laughed it off. Lucas agreed. Confident fear was nothing but imagination. They arrived just before midnight. The hotel stood like a dead giant under the moonlight, its windows black and hollow, its sign creaking softly in the wind. As Ethan pushed the rusted door open, a wave of cold air rushed out, carrying the smell of damp wood and decay. The door slammed shut behind them on its own, echoing through the lobby like a warning. Inside, time felt wrong. Their phones instantly lost signal, screens flickering before going dark. The lobby was frozen in another era. Dust-covered furniture, a cracked chandelier swaying slightly though there was no breeze, and a long reception desk with a bell stained brown with age. On the wall behind it, a faded clock read 2:17 a.m., its second hand twitching but never moving forward. Probably broken, Lucas muttered, though his voice lacked confidence. They decided to explore, documenting everything with a small flashlight and a handheld camera. The hallway on the first floor stretched endlessly, doors lining both sides, each numbered but scratched and unreadable. As they walked, the sound of their footsteps echoed unnaturally, as if someone else was walking just behind them, always one step out of sync. When Ethan stopped, the echo continued. They reached room 312. The door was slightly open. Inside, the room was clean, too clean. The bed was neatly made, the lamps intact, and the air warmer than the hallway. On the nightstand lay an old guest book. Ethan flipped it open, his breath catching. The last entry was dated October 12th, 1996. The name written was Lucas Miller. Before either of them could speak, the door slammed shut. The lights flickered, then steadied, but the room had changed. The walls now showed dark stains. The bedsheets were torn, and the mirror opposite the bed was cracked down the middle. In the reflection, Ethan saw himself clearly. Lucas had no reflection at all. "Ethan," Lucas whispered, staring at the mirror. "Why can't I see myself?" The temperature dropped sharply. From the hallway outside came the sound of a phone ringing, old, mechanical, insistent. Against better judgment, Ethan opened the door. The hallway was no longer the same. It was brighter now, newly carpeted, with soft yellow lights glowing overhead. Laughter echoed from somewhere far away. They followed the ringing to the reception desk. A woman stood behind it, dressed in a 90s-style hotel uniform. Her smile was wide but empty. "Welcome back," she said. "Your room is ready?" Ethan asked. "Back?" She slowly turned the guest book toward them. This time, dozens of pages were filled with the same two names, Ethan Carter and Lucas Miller, written over and over in different handwriting styles. Some entries were neat, others looked scratched in desperation, ink smeared like blood. The woman's voice dropped to a whisper. "Some guests never check out, they just wake up again." The lights went out. When they came back on, Ethan found himself alone in room 312. Lucas was gone. The clock on the wall ticked again, 2:17 a.m. Panic clawed at his chest as Ethan ran through the halls, screaming Lucas's name. Every door he opened showed the same scene, him and Lucas entering the hotel, laughing, unaware, like a recording replaying endlessly. Finally, he reached the staircase, only to find it spiraling downward, far longer than it should. At the bottom was the lobby, dark, rotting, and silent. Lucas sat on the floor near the entrance, pale and trembling. "I remember now," Lucas said softly. "We already did this. Last time, we tried to leave." From the shadows behind him, figures began to emerge. Transparent guests with hollow eyes, mouths frozen mid-scream. They surrounded the two friends, moving closer without touching the ground. "You can't escape," a chorus of voices whispered. "Only replace." The truth struck Ethan like ice. The hotel fed on disbelief. It trapped those who entered, looping their fear until one broke and stayed. The front door slowly opened. Sunlight spilled in, warm and inviting. One of them could leave. Lucas looked at Ethan, eyes full of regret. "I'm already part of it," he said. "You still have a chance." As the spirits closed in, Ethan stumbled toward the door. The moment he crossed the threshold, the hotel vanished behind him, replaced by an empty field and the sound of birds chirping. Morning had come. Weeks later, Hollow Creek Hotel was reported missing. No trace left behind. But every night at 2:17 a.m., Ethan woke up sweating, hearing footsteps behind him, and a voice whispering softly, "Welcome back."